We pledge love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they tip the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they tip the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, no man keraka. Come on, Konica, come on, keraka. Chamucham, Mama Monica. Kai Pom, Yaman Konica. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Shep. The people that they gen. Then Hagawa Shem. They make the chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future forgive them best scripture. They make the good chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. We hope to forgive them best scripture. Love and loyalty. To the country salute, my how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute, we not for make this country fall. Mama salute, we let we salute. We pledge love and loyalty to the country salute, my how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they tip the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they tip the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We salute, but this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute, but this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, no man keraka. Come on, Konica, come on, keraka. Chamucham, Mama Monica. Kai Pom, Yaman Konica. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Then come and shep. The people that they gen. Then Hagawa Shem. They make me go to thinking and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future, forgive them by scripture. They make me go to thinking and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And we hope don't forgive them by scripture. Love and loyalty to the country salute. My healthy day, my happy boy. We sweet, sweet salute. We enough for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let me salute. But this sweet land we love. We enough for make her fall. We let me salute. We salute. I said no place like home. I like it, I can talk them, I like it, I can fight them.
Yes. Fumble them on a good evening, on a good morning, good afternoon, wherever on a day. We are back again today. Today we dey come discuss because we know they go to a normal title them and topic them, but we dey discuss everything. Today we dey ask the question: are we a nation of celebration and sorrows? Are we a nation of celebration and sorrows? We lack only for celebrate and for say, hey, na salon. The reason there for this question because we look we country, it gets more than enough. It get everything where country need for developing itself. It gets everything what we need for make we not go bigger. But every day now we depend where. So the question is, who are responsible? Now God, now government, or now we the people them? But before they go inside this topic, let me co-host himself tell Leonardo.
Fambole mina kabo, plenty kushete ona. Nyabonde si awana abisi kaka. Afuma minung, seke nung, sukuri nutung. Ukol sakodir to no. Don't come back. You can't talk. But the usual things them, we they make, we know they grow. Nico host say, Sierra Leone, we always get mixed feeling. If we not cry, we celebrate. If we not celebrate, we cry. Why is it that we get this pattern? From the word go, now the same thing over and over. When it go change? Where you dey cry? What you dey cry for? Now mourn you dey mourn? Waiting and mourn? Now a loss. Where you lost something valuable. Then amputate your foot, now loss. You dey mourn for it. You dey bereave. You bereavement. Then at the same time, we dey dance. As they say, Jay, we don't open our streets, begin to dance. Sometimes we dey dance for things that we don't even understand. We can see people and they before politicians, and politicians they can talk some things that will not make sense, but then still they clap. Now something wrong with we, or now something they pan the water would it drink. Bruh, I even give you back pa.
Well, me not go put tamper water. Me not go put tamper water.
Well, you know, say we get
But I read where they for done a Salon, I they for done Guinea, I they for done Liberia, I they for done all over West Africa. So we water not different. The question we need for ask is,
yes, sir.
Are we really conscious of what we be and why we be? Because yes, in life we get forget time for sorrow, we get forget time for joy, we get forget time for happiness, we get forget time for seriousness. But in between, we forget something we will go do, we go show say that sorrow we don't take lesson from them. We don't do something that will not repeat the same sorrow. That joy, we don't get benefit from them. where we learn a lesson where they make no say, we for always keep ourselves in that state. But in Sierra Leone, we don't have that. We are always on the extremes. If you remember the last time I tell you, say, life is a tripartite issue. You get above, you get below, then you get the middle. Not so?
Mm-hmm.
You get man, you get woman, you get picking. Not so?
Yep.
Why is it that all things Sierra Leone, if we not cry today, we glad it tomorrow. If we not glad it tomorrow, we cry the next day. We not ever see don't say, now this we don't do. Now this we don't benefit. Now this we don't gain. All tempers we cry. And I'll tell you something. One habit will get common in Sierra Leone, although that not too connected with what you will talk about today. The Salomon good day, everything comfortable for them, but now in the cry past that man no get it for it. We are tuned to that. The only time you go see Salomon the gladdy, now when he don't able bullying company them, now the gladdy. If you not bullying company them for it a ramu na the hand, he go bully them, he be leader for them or something of the sort at the happiest time that for them. But the Salomon not go ever, you not go ever meet a Salomon who will say, I'm happy today. I have created this thing. I have done this thing that makes a difference. We don't celebrate those things. We only celebrate things that will lead we to destruction. So what are the reason? Now I want let we examine today. Let we see if not we're a part of we culture. Because maybe historically we have been tuned to that. So it don't be part of we DNA now. First time people are not being they live as collective, like how they live so now in communities. They live in small, small groups, clans. Why? Because then and they need protection from people who they can kapu and can't take them go for go use their slaves. You understand? So maybe we don't tune to that kind of condition, say we always for the in fear and protective. So it's like sorrow na part of we. Anytime we get small relief from that sorrow, we celebrate. Maybe now all that don't come into we make 30 day. If you call the Salomon, say, when Allah can sit down, let we get a talk, how we go do for make we contribute for make this road, now we street, then now they can have meeting. But call them say tomorrow, get out job. So God, if they are job for begin 10 o'clock, some man don't carry 8 o'clock.
Well, I'm glad the way you say within you talk so. Say if you call them for let them come for Abuja, then they come, but you call them for meeting for make them do something for improve the quality of life, then they come. If you get a society where people that they don't come promise, they not deliver. They don't come promise, they not deliver. You see, we have said it here over and over. The things them we make mostly we turn the way we turn. Now because of certain factors, we now historical, social, and anthropological. They make up the year, then factors there get a lot for do with that. Because you remember, the country where the colonial people then come, not just with money no more come, the Arab then come, they not come for Kaka help with. They not come for Kaka help with. They come with a plan. And then plan was for themselves.
Exactly.
That come where they come, things that where they introduce, not to thing where we want. Now thing them, we go help them for exploits we to the best of their ability. Well, now, within a country you talk about celebration. I'm not sure when last Saloma celebrate, because it seems like waiting me don't visualize for the last 30, 40 years. That's Subwana lie all the time. Another area, alhamdulillah.
But will they celebrate?
You know?
Will
That's a
they
Subwana
celebrate?
lie. Because you see, when you talk about anthropological factor, that is, we as a people, we origin, who that we be. How many Sierra Leonean and get Sierra Leonean awareness? How many Sierra Leonean are orientated in them being Sierra Leonean? We talked about that briefly yesterday.
Mhm.
First and foremost, for you, for able to map tranga within your environment, you have to understand your environment.
Exactly.
I talked about yesterday, say when you get accident, the very first thing when the paramedic they do, they ask you, excuse me, what's your name? What's your name? He want for know if you orientated. He want for know, he say, what you date of birth? He want for know if you are conscious, you are aware of where you are.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Sierra Leoneans that we talk to, you don't do a lot of research. Likewise, me said, you ask them, they don't have a clue about who they are, what they are, where they are from, what's their origin. You will be shocked for know quite a lot of Sierra Leonean know nothing about Sierra Leone. You not get a clue.
Plenty they will not know them great grandpa.
Exactly. Some man not even know three you don't know three generations of your family. You don't know your papa and your mama. And if you ask her, what's you now you papa, your mama, and him, you know sabi. So not even go beyond that. So you don't know who you are. You are not rooted in where you are at. Yes, with man and come, then do the own. But how come with man and go now other country then too, like China, then go now India. But
Then
they
go
still
Malaysia.
maintain,
Then go Indonesia.
then go Indonesia, then still maintain their identity.
Yeah.
They still
Vietnam.
uphold them belief.
Vietnam, where you they go school. Vietnam be did it and they eat fat, not so.
Exactly.
Vietnam don't develop a salo right now.
Exactly. So you get for
So
us
let me ask this question.
Mhm.
Are we really conscious of why we are here? Are we ready to do what we should do as a people for we make progress? Because what you make us choose this topic say, celebration and sorrow. In this life, we are here for a purpose. Una we believe religion say, they make man for make we take dominion over the earth, not so?
Mhm.
Are Sierra Leoneans really performing that duty? So we ask.
Well, we don't
How
know.
many of we they contribute for make Sierra Leone take dominion over the earth? Because I want the people and get this point clear. For say I don't work, I don't spend money, I don't bills. Yes, it's good. But does that help Sierra Leone? All those who they don't bill in the last 30 years, has it made our economy any better? Huh, Mr. Tue? Those all where they don't bill are free to over the last 30 years.
Mhm.
It don't make Freetown and Sierra Leone better.
Papa, not to structural development, not to bricks and mortar, the developed country. That is exactly the mistake we would make. If you not deal with the social, psychological issues, we are not going to go anywhere.
Yes. So we then look at life from a very funny point of view when I make ask this question. Is it only that we should live to celebrate or we live to say, oh, this thing not good for we? What have we done to change the environment? What have we done to change the conditions under which we live? Almost people and don't make effort for say, okay, We get too much dirty in our country. How we go change that condition there? We get too much sick in our country. How we go change that condition there? We not get enough food in our country. How we go change that condition there? And when they talk, say, we want for do this, we want for do them. Do we really mean to do it, or are we just saying it for people to celebrate us? Now the question, and that's what we need for ask. For say, I want for make we feed salon. Are we saying it because we mean for Duam, or are we saying it because we want let people and celebrate we? When it not happen, people then feel sorry, then come and say, hey, but this man don't like we. We say, okay, that I forbid them. Is that the way we should develop ourselves?
Well, to start with, where we don't give all we rights them to the devil, then we see don't they complain. God give you autonomy, as you rightly say. God give we right. It give we follow power, follow we get dominion on this earth. But we don't relinquish that power there. So certain evil spirits them around we. The very first one are the colonialists them. Then now to politicians. You know, you
Yeah,
see,
when they talk for colonialists, I want to clear them for the people and let them understand.
that means
Because Africa has been through several colonization.
yes. Yes,
And each of them time day of colonization is still the impact with life. It's still a tell on the way we would think.
of course.
But we they take the recent one, say now then cause them. Yes, then contribute by not changing us, but not to them
It is part
business.
of the problem. Since we don't know we history, how we were able to relate, say there were people before these ones.
Yeah, 4,000 years.
Because we get the Arab man, after the Arab man, we get the Portuguese, after the Portuguese, we get the British. You know? So not to one person come now we environment. And then people and they all wake up, they come for exploits we.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they use for
And then see they know they can exploit.
they use religion. Because I read the Bible, I come across a verse where I'm not going to ever believe. I'm not going to ever accept. Now, Ephesians 6:5-9, it says, slaves, obey your earthly master with respect and fear. And fear, and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Me, respect slave master. Not to God right standing at the Bible. No, not am I right standing. You see, no, I'm being serious. When they say
interpretation and understanding
when they say you go school, you got to begin to ask smart questions. How this funny self in the Bible, when the Bible and the Quran will talk about justice, about God is a fear God, God is an orderly God. Now God they make we, he say make we all out of the image. Then he make one person we can bully you, we can take you rights that you earn. He say you for voluntarily obey whatever he say. And if you notice where you go into most religion, the very first thing what they talk about, they want obedience. Who do they obey? You they obey without question. If you look at the Bible itself, the New Testament, do you realize how they design a question and answer? People that they ask Jesus question, Jesus they answer them back. Now we get politicians and never ask the question, no. But then a Christian, they not say Jesus will answer question as a leader. Look the Bible.
Now that I say politician believe Jesus.
Look the Bible, the brother. If they only go church and they go mass last year, then make they talk for say Sierra Leone, all man they claim religion. Or how many of them righteous? Or how many of them close to being righteous? And these are all parts of the problems. We allow religion for can brainwash we, not positively, but negatively, because quite a lot of people and they go after belief. Do you realize they believe anything where you believe in something where you know they see?
Well, I just assist you there. Not to say they argue with you, they say, I will assist you.
Okay, come inside, sir.
The human being and everything within in existence
Mm-hmm.
are a form of energy
Mm-hmm.
where they vibrate on different frequencies. The human being is a spirit, and spirits are vibrations, they are energies living in a body, in a physical form. I make them tell you, our Bible say, the body is the temple of God.
Mm-hmm.
So they say,
Mm-hmm.
that spirit where they inside you, now part of God. Now a God cell. CELL, like how they talk about cells, now biology. Okay?
Yeah.
And that cell, each cell in we body, now a living organism. But all of them form this body, what they call Boijalo. All of them form that body, what we call Imran Ture. The same way, now so the cosmos organize. Now I make them tell you, say, as above, so is below. As below, so is above. As within us in ourselves, so it is without us in the universe. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What in na energy? Energy na frequency. Frequency, it creates intelligence. We are living intelligences. So how you dey influence that energy? Now for feed them with another intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And that intelligence wey dey feed am na in the belief. As long as you get that frequency for operating your own frequency, you don't feed them a belief where they work with. And this is what colonialism is about. Control the belief.
But why is it not to that make them call we human being? The word being.
Yes.
The word being, not to the nature or the essence of a person.
Now the
Being.
existence.
The existence. Your being.
Now I may we die
Awareness.
by the name because you are no longer a being.
Exactly. Existence. Now you want a man go there, you don't know how you there. You not sabi your environment. You're not conscious of what you be. India man, I'm not outside and born na in a Ram. In a Rakesh.
Minus the name. Another thing you may note about Indians. Anyhow it turn, anyhow in economic situation, it must make sure say a visit in home. If not every year, but once every 5 years. They go home.
Every year, they get a
They
big.
go home. No, not all of them. They go every year because the economy not the same. But who are not able to go every year? Some man they go every 5 years. If they go for go touch base and reconnect with a natural form. Because where you are or where you were born is your natural environment. We will take all and they will throw away over window. We take with my own, we put some, oh, not sabi. We're not a part of nature. Now we don't turn operating zombies. And because we are zombies, we only know two things. Answer to the master and celebrate when he's happy about you, or answer to the master and feel sorrow when he's not happy about you. We not get that innovative way for think and say, let us do this for ourselves. This is why a country that has the capacity to generate billions of dollars for itself, titi de the bigger. Where IMF give we 400 million, we gladdy. Whether they eat and they say, oh, money don't go.
Until we talk about issues, what we talk about say how we can deny because of certain factors when are historical, social, and anthropological. You see, Their influences then, yeah. When they come, we can learn from them if they're positive. We can reject them if they're not beneficial to we own being.
Yeah. Yeah.
But did we? No.
Because you have free will.
Exactly. You remember where we be the talk now? Who say that's why we talk about the JC culture?
Mhm.
We copy exactly what in the colonial people and can do to we. When we brother
Yeah,
they
so
go,
yeah.
and we sister then they go for go exploit. We just see them when they go for go exploit. Go follow them small picking with the dollar. All the exact things what the white man can do we. Now we they do back to we on very people and we talk.
So now we don't turn the colonizers.
Exactly. but you see the point what they try to make. You see, we know they try for maintain decorum, a balance, because every society, if you bring certain things that come inside, you they unbug the equilibrium, the balance. Until we talk about ecosystem the other day, we can forget food chain, we get the food web, all that things, and they all get to do with balance. You're not going to take other people and you ignore you. How you were able to survive in that environment? That environment is tuned psychologically, historically, socially, and even spiritually in a particular way. Anytime when you bring something different inside, if it is not adapted properly within that environment, it's a problem. And that we don't do from time immemorial. When they bring things they won't understand, we can't left them. Even cockroach will get our society, it don't go bad in our society. But cockroach now originates from Sierra Leone. You get two types of cockroach. One type now from America, the Periplaten americana. Then you get the Blatta germanica from Europe. It originates from Germany. They were all introduced. Then they up till now, we not ask yourself, who's identity come out? How we go deal with anything there?
Well, we get we own the tobacco. We get we own the.
But before those people came, we didn't have cockroaches. We didn't.
Maybe.
We didn't
Because
have
you know they exist that time, so I cannot vouch for that.
We only have two. We only have two species of cockroaches in the world: Blatta germanica and Periplaten americana. Those are the
Now,
two.
they go ship na then care.
And they introduce her. And
Well,
not to just the
just like how they go introduce Kayoka to win
exactly, not to just social behavior they introduce. They introduce pests, they introduce diseases, they introduce a lot of things them. But
that's natural. That's
now we
natural.
therefore decide say, all right, this is our society. This is what we want for ourselves. But for when we do that, we get to know we environment. We get to know we ecology, how we don't function. But do we really know how we society supposed to function where we are not
because
connected?
we don't divorce ourselves from we society.
True.
How many of us living in Europe and America who have taught their children their natural mother tongue? Tell me, how much of we would they talk Creole and Timnium and they or Limba or Lokoto picking them?
I'm glad you say that. How many Sierra Leoneans have indigenous Sierra Leonean names? We name them all don't die out. Now the north, now so Islamic names. You go to the south, now so you go to the south, you know the Rijoba, you know the Rijibao anymore. You know the Eri Wiya anymore. You know the Eri Manja. You know the Eri Koji. You go to the north, you know the Eri Bonkapor, Bompose, Untuma, Mayeni, Duko. You know the Eri name the name?
Because we don't know who that we be. So we celebrate when the master celebrates. We cry when the master cries. And this is what we do and call politics.
And we know the diaspora now. When we born Peking, if you name boy, me name Imran, we call it Peking Boy Ran. Now join we join the name. Then not the India man they do that too. Juma no they do that too. Now we depend on.
Inside me also I get Nurdin, I get Aisha, I get Malik, I get Abu Bakar. They not mix.
All we name
They
it,
go take
all
name
we
they
name it will disappear. I mean, they ask somebody who's it that like the limba man them way I know. I tell me party way is so indigenous limba. It want for be limba kind of day. Now I say, but you know name Yigiba. You know name Yereme.
well.
You got wait my name. Well, away we go. I say we all go. Mimi daddy tell me for say if you want baptize fine, but you know they change your name or name you after me daddy. But even me papa daddy name when I Imran, not a Sierra Leone name.
Yeah. But then they own now long years, so you cannot blame our people. Mr. said, then give me name Mohammed, but that's no African name.
But
That's why you see I don't use it all the time. I use
we,
O is typical Fulani name.
you know, say that Germany, you get some name, then we know the name picking in Germany.
Not Germany no more. Well, I tell you what happened now. The Bobo, when I know then, they tell we born, where we get that name there. The National Registry, then write me say, I for pay for the name. I say, why? Then say, because me not to Norwegian, I want give me picking a Norwegian name. Now I say, no, that name not a Norwegian name. Now I explain to them the origin. I give them the references. After 2 weeks, they wrote back to me, say, you are correct, we are sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you stand up for what you
No, not only stand up one. The facts what you make now, while we concentrate on.
Yeah.
That you not just give all kind name na this country. And
brother, do you have 1 minute
another thing about
somebody
this country, another thing
somebody
about
didn't
this
ask you, they talk at the camp.
okay.
Yeah.
Another thing about Norway, you just don't do what you like on your body. Then begin the yang then go in and ring and I knows this and that. No, it's disallowed. It's disallowed. You cannot have it in this country. Not because they want to control society, but because here there is cultural awareness. What is not a part of their culture, they're not allow them. Then get a ministry of culture in this country. They always get standards so then they set about the culture and waiting we for stick to. It's not communism. This place is a country. It's a democracy. This country is a democracy, but there are controls. And not to the government, they enforce them thing and they, not the people them. Because that's what they are. That's what they believe in. You cannot go against their norms and they allow it. Another thing about Norway, we're not part of the ethical standards. Nobody stops you from becoming as wealthy as you want. But you don't use your wealth to intimidate society. That is why even in the school system, then get a rule say the Pekin all for always behave as if they are equals. If then they get a school ceremony, which they expect parents then for come with food and other things, then they give a maximum limit of almost you for spend on the Pekin for come with the ceremony. They have a limit. If you go above that limit, then they tell you, no, this is not how we do it here. You understand? There is control, and the control not to law with them pass na parliament. Now ethical standards where the society established for himself. I made the last time in the talk, I tell you, say, with all the laws we'll get in society, if there are no ethical standards, the law not they work. Ethical standards and conventions are not written down and passed in parliament. They are accepted behavior by the society. You have it in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom then gets the conventions. As a matter of fact, the United Kingdom not get a constitution, a written constitution. Then they operate by the conventions, the ethical standards, and the statutes the way then they pass in the parliament. And why the statutes are efficient is because the ethical standards, they above, then put the ethical standards above the laws. But we in Sierra Leone, everything is law, 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 law. You know why we too believe law not alone? Because we are still mentally colonized. If you are not mentally colonized, you don't have to wait for the law. You have to comply with the law. Compliance with the law, not to tell and they force you for do. Boy no say enough for make noise by neighbor. Otherwise, the neighbor will call police for what is a fire column and this public disorder.
Yeah, public disorder. Yeah, noise
which is a law. Yeah. But I know that say I know for make noise. Not so the law are afraid. I just look and say, now the man in right for get a quiet environment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I they comply with the law. I know they make noise. If I they play music, so I know they overplay them. So now left this law. Hey, constitution, hey, this law. Hey, now the colonization now problem. And because we mentally colonize, now I make the only two things sabi now celebration and sorrow. We they celebrate when it in favor, we feel sorrow when it not in favor. You don't take advantage. Now you take advantage by yourself.
Again, on top of what you say, so you are so right. I can remember where then do the elections done. You see, with a cherry pick, waiting we want from what we not want.
We're not part of this celebration.
Because the constitution, it gets a prescriptions. Waiting happened during these elections. We get somebody where we give a mandate, say, now for manage elections. They say, wait, now for announce the results. Where do you announce the results? You read them from somewhere. They say, well, you don't let you publish them.
Just hold your peace.
Yes, sir.
You see, you bring a very key point, but there is something that Sierra Leoneans have not focused on. The 1991 Constitution only say Parliament for pass a law for establish an elections commission as soon as possible. What did that tell you? Parliament get a right for control the elections commission, not so?
Yeah.
Because now then pass the law, not so?
Yes.
Parliament, before the last elections or whatever on a column, then sit for several weeks and months debating a new elections act. If Mohamed Kone is misusing the law today, Parliament is responsible.
Of course. That's the point I'm making. Exactly.
No, the Sierra Leone are not the think now, then they talk rubbish all over.
Then,
and they come and not finish it. While I wait for it. There are times I come with very important points. Wait for me. Because we can always try for left the key factors and talk, oh, they don't do this. Yes, they don't do them. But who that cause them? What in are the reason to make that happen? The last parliament sat on that elections act. They debated it. As a matter of fact, it is the ethical and moral duty of every parliamentarian for read that document there from A to Z, understand them. If they don't understand them, they ask somebody in a lawyer for interpreter word for word for them. Then they go to parliament and debate it.
Mhm.
If Mohammed Kone get outside the hide till they say, now so the elections act say, then the parliament pass and get. Let them take responsibility. Don't let for blame Kone or not blame the parliament.
All right.
And
You
then
see-
get the mandate for misuse the law.
You see that part there? They ignore them.
From
What
where
you-
this rubbish they go on here, will parliament say thing?
Nothing.
Oh.
They're not interested.
Well, you people begin to think.
Then the next thing what you hear another part of the constitution where suit certain people then. If
But there's
you
nothing on the constitution about elections. Now, one day,
if you disagree, you for go to court in 7 days.
It's nothing at the constitution, at the elections act today.
Of course. But how comes
Then pass that in the parliament?
the first part of voting and passing a parliament, when you they talk about so, and when we say they talk about, they're ignorant completely. Now, only one aspect for going to court. But for going to court, what you they can go to court? You know they go to court empty-handed. What you they go to court? You what they can person go to court?
You forget evidence.
Every Western law, it gets a base, it gets fundamental principle. And that principle there, you when they carry person go to court, now you get the burden of proof.
Yeah.
So what you I go carry go for go say
And they come. You don't count another point to our law make clear to the public. Burden of proof. In the case of an election, what is the burden of proof? Now the election's result, not so?
Mhm.
Was there an election's result?
No.
So how can you go to court when you don't have elections result?
Well, now this is not the dichotomy. This is the problem.
Yeah, now because una don't stop for thinking as Sierra Leone. Una sit down the wait let a few people talk, una celebrate.
This is the problem.
Or a few people talk, una feel sorry. I hope you get the point where they make.
I get your point. They don't make constitution for penalize people. They don't make constitution for punish people. Now something for guide we. Well, the thing when they guide we, una they pick and choose which parts una guide una they take and which guide
Because
una
we get the mentality of deference. We either celebrate when it is in our favor, or we feel sorrow when it is not in our favor. There is no balance.
Then you get people them. You see, this thing what they talk about, we passed. We passed. That is, we history.
Mhm.
It gets a lot. For
Well, not only history.
I come that day. Not just we history, we sociology, and we anthropology.
Well, anyhow you talk now. But what I will let you understand, I don't begin to say we are energies.
Mhm.
And we they operate on frequencies, not so?
Yeah.
And any frequency where you don't use for long, it become part of you because you don't make a habit,
You
not
don't
so?
become a habit, yes.
All your habits are printed on your DNA. All your beliefs are printed on your DNA. This is the part of science where we don't know. And at the challenge, at the CAMSA, they challenge every Sierra Leonean. Let them go do research on the science of epigenetics. There's a whole science about that called epigenetics. You understand?
Yeah.
Why they tell us in knowledge. We are in this quagmire and we're in this mess because we don't have the knowledge to think and see how messy the mess is in Sierra Leone. We don't need for cause and fete and kill ourselves. We only need for understand what is wrong, how it is wrong. We come to a conclusion, say, this is wrong, let us don't allow it to repeat. But instead of we do that, oh, they don't if we vote, don't go fet. Then sorrow can inside. The way wait if the vote, have a left there no more, all man they clap, they glad in nine corner.
Well,
How do you call that way of behavior, if
the
we want
thing
to be
is,
honest?
if you get history, that is thing that we don't happen at the past.
Mhm,
Some you don't even know they happen
mhm,
because you know investigate.
mhm.
Some you know, but you dey ignore.
Because you believe, say that is right.
Yes. Not to just not I tell you, but how we brother in the diaspora, when they go act like for say then what's in them called?
Johnny just come.
Johnny just come.
Because that's what me go call them.
Because then see themselves, then they copy exactly waiting the colonial master then do when they come for kind exploit. So they self the come on now yeah. Becca go and they go cut mongo. Then one in there they go show them. Carry the dollar go see picking them. When you then America, you know very well for say picking way underage, you put on panam na pedophilia, not to just crime, na mental illness because then they put in a sex register.
Yeah.
But you go to Sierra Leone because you get $1. And that is what the white people used to do. Exactly that. So
That's what tourists mostly do all over the world.
Yes. But you remember who's that I tell you said and they act like was saying a tourist?
But they are not tourists.
This was the point. How you they gonna you your mama land, you your papa country? You go there, you they act like was saying a foreigner. Then
Because they are stupid.
All the bad habits where the foreigner be bring out you country for come desecrate una people them for come make una people and feel inferior. Now you said they come exactly can do to you your very people them. You remember where I be talk trading I say we not be get independence. Now the change of guard we get. We pull the white colonialists, we replace them with black colonialists.
Frank Fanon said it in his book.
We replace, yes, we replace.
Have you read that book?
No, not read that one day.
Well, finally read and Frank Fanon.
You find out for say if we really get independence, when we come over, we go look at all what's in the which man don't do. What is good, we take them, we adapt them.
As a matter of fact, let me make one point today.
Yeah.
Instead of being asked the white man for giving independence, we would have created the mental infrastructure, created the habits and social systems for make we think independent of the white man before we ask and say give independence. Asians did that.
Yep.
The Asians were never colonized. We feel say resistance is by physical means. No. It's by mental means. I am not colonized. I will tell you this. I'm not. I was never colonized. That's why people think I'm an extreme radical. I'm not. I just don't accept what is not right for me. You don't force me to accept it. Okay? I don't care what you call them. I just don't accept it. Because I'm a free spirit. God make everybody as a free spirit. I make them give you free will. So you're a free spirit. The only thing is, because you respect the fact that there is humanity in the person next to you, or humanity in society, una get forget a contract, a social contract for live in harmony. And because of that contract, una get for respect the rules and regulations, the standards, and the laws they own they create. But if you want to use the law against me, I'll tell you, get out. No.
Papa, because of
and one thing I want to make clear. When you come with your force, if you not do this, I said, do it. If you want to kill me, because at the end of the day, when I die, that's the end of my stay here on earth. And you are going to reach that stage also one day. You'll get out of here. So tell me, whose benefit did they give for kill me?
The whole thing is, we talk about being. This being, the right to life, the right to existence, the right for you forget dignity, the right for you
For
live
protect
a
integrity.
life free from anybody a disrespect, anybody a bully, and waiting the word where they use, they say na inalienable rights.
That
Inalienable
human
rights.
rights law will be quote,
That's not right.
all the time.
Now write them where you for die for, where you not for grief for. This is not the next one.
That human rights will they quote all the time. Who made it? If we say now that law then pass now United Nations.
No. It's always been in existence.
Yeah, because it's part of us.
Because you cannot be a human being, you not respect humanity. And the nucleus of humanity now empathy.
I just give a basic example. That young baby, we then just born. If you want to treat them in a way not right, it will resist. You know how they resist? By crying.
Yes.
So human rights is not something that is taught. It's part of our existence. And if you want to respect your right as a human being, respect to that which is in other people.
But me man, you na kumbra, where the many picking, it's not one of the first word that we picking the land. Now no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Picking the land no before you land yes.
Exactly.
And the first word
they always say, don't push me where I don't want to.
Exactly. And picking at an early age, you see it a revolt. If the position where you put them in, not like them, it a cry.
Yes, you know why? Because we are free spirits. Don't contain me. That's what they are saying. Don't contain me.
Now we get a society where I will tell somebody the other day, Sierra Leone, we are the most tolerant society when it comes to religion. Religious tolerance. No country not in the world will it beat.
Because we were colonized equally by both. So believe it all true.
But guess what? In as much as where Prede come, we always celebrate. Where Christmas come, we always celebrate. Where lantern come, in fact, that the Christian and the make lantern self pass the Muslim. You know? Where Prede come,
they celebrate colonization.
Exactly. When first months come, now the Christian and they look for that pap, that Sunakati pass. Yes. We do so well. We didn't share. We accept that diversity between us. We welcome.
Why can't we accept the other diversity?
But unfortunately, when it comes on politics, it not reach there. Because all this problem what we get, all this tribalism what we get, now political tribalism.
Now hold it there a bit. Do we really practice politics in Sierra Leone, or do we practice cultural discrimination? Cultural
discrimination, because if you get a political party, you can forget ideology. We don't have ideology. We don't get ideology. We not
cultural apartheid with the
get principles. We not get principles politics. With politics. Because when you say a political party, now people that would like mine with similar ideologies, they come together.
1, 2. Politics now a base for me to say, okay, this is what I believe, this is what you believe, but let us use all of these beliefs to make a new belief.
Get a consensus.
Yeah. Do we have that in Sierra Leone? We don't.
Any political party where so thoroughly divided, not a political party, because what you just talk about yonder come together in consensus. They get a general agreement. They say people can only work together if there is agreement. If you cannot agree,
agreement comes when you respect the humanity in each other.
Exactly. You get empathy.
If you don't respect the humanity in the next person, you cannot sit down and talk with them.
But when you get a political party, you say, They want in no land book, they don't forget to say. Now we for make the decisions and then follow. Which is all part of the colonial
the caste system.
part of the colonial inheritance. Because what people and they fail for realize, most of them people are away colonized. All them people are away colonized we. Now the military style they use. They evade we, then bully we to submission.
Yeah.
So, like Governor Kadwe, now soldier man, he not trained for be a leader.
They never send civilian for go be governor of Africa.
These are all the things, and those are the people we chief they look at say, now so for be a leader, for beat anybody we talk, because that's what Kadwe did.
But Kadwe not be the good take other thing for beat you. You know TB they use?
The Banajuma force.
You know TB they use? That's why chief them they take punish them people. The TB they use. That board where then they need they lock you.
Yeah, the alligator.
They look at the sun. They were ready. Then go find that rat land and can you good dot. Even that habit for beat speaking at school. Not always marker and to will. Now what in a meet we they do?
They do, yes.
And they introduce in the educational system.
Because they miss the Kamoko and the beats bad.
Yes.
Because the Kamoko be the teacher before they with
yes.
When
yes.
Arabic.
Yes.
You know? So
when they from under Juma police force, they not tell them say una go beat una people lemo. Then tell them say una help we for put order. Now the Banda Juma them be they go beat people them. They hold the paramount chief, then they molest them and say because then they work with man. Now in cause that tax war. Now the reason that will make the people then revolt.
You know, quite a lot of people are so lacking in knowledge about their own indigenous country. You then are a country, you not matter, you just occupy space. But you are more than matter where you're not human being. Your existence, you have to be conscious and you get for take, it's part of accountability. You get for take charge of your existence.
Now they put them in very broad terms. Let us come to specifics. Almost people when are Sierra Leonean, we're aware of the resources we'll get in our country for a live. When I say resources, not all minerals are they talk about. One simple example, from where you born, you get sense. Outside and they use mud brick for billows. Not to upline?
Yeah, upline, but then village.
And then village, no, so?
Yes.
But also then they build a village. It they last through generations, not so?
Yeah, they're more adapted to the climate.
We can at the towns and cities, what they meet, not a cement block.
Cement and iron rod.
Else then they last. We don't even know that. We don't even know, say that mud brick, we can improve on them for make something different. Even if people and they do them before we face with the Siam, we're not aware of that because I remember when them you want build their new locust houses, now koya them they go take clay and red dirty, then can make an texaco, then call the clay factory. Now mud bricks them, then they make.
They're more adapted to the tropical climate.
Not only the tropical climate, it's more safe for fire. It's more safe for fire. We roof. But we import CI sheets, not so. We get materials them necessarily okay used to make roof. How many people know that?
Then touch houses, then touch roofs, then they're more adaptable to we own weather
and climate.
And
even England they get touch roofs.
Even Europe, right, and get touch roof.
Yes.
We do.
Norway, then get touch.
But we feel to say it's inferior. We don't want it. We don't want to use
because
it.
We are colonized.
You know, we don't want to use it.
Because we are colonized.
These are the things. You know, the other thing where
I give you another example. Wait till I go slow. I give you another example. Say we disconnected from our environment. We've been small. We were grown in rural areas. We'll be meet to people and get that clay pot, not so? Now then they put water not to show for drink.
Water cold. Nice.
Minus the cold, that clay pot, they take out impurities from the water.
Mm-hmm.
And they take out the bacteria from the water. Today, with people and they drink dirty water, can't we find a way to come with a technology where they use that clay there for purify the water? Because all purification systems in the world, now what now clay filters then they use.
Clay filters, yeah. That's what.
But we left all man they sell water. We don't know whether it's clean or not. Now you they talk say typhoid in Freetown. We can stop typhoid by using the clay.
Yep. Man, look at
filtration of the water.
You know the land, the things that
we are disconnected, Mr. Not a matter of land. We are disconnected.
We come na the diaspora.
Zombie then let we accept them.
We come na the diaspora. The things that were visible before we not see them.
Because not to that we care for can behave like wit man. We know they learn from the
You see, one thing where I notice the wit man they put serious priority on now human resources.
Yes.
Build them up.
Yes.
When them born Pikinaya, the governments they take responsibility for that Pikin left for them.
Government, the family, first and foremost, the papa, every night. Now they go lay down that Pikin for sleeping, they read to them. You think say now I do less?
I want go deeper than that. Then we forget about the papa and the family side.
Well, that's the most important side.
The government they play a part where, like, for instance, one of the other reasons we make Sierra Leoneans are not nationalistic, they're not proud of their country, because what's in the country do for them? You know, do nothing for you. You go say what you got for say on top of it. Look at us. Where will they grow up? If your papa no pay school fee for you, no go school.
Me I pay university fee.
I come.
I'll let you know that, yeah. At a time where university was.
Let me premise. When we come to this country, where you born the Pikin, government they give you milk, then they give you child benefit for that Pikin day. Take that Pikin day off age, because they want for help for give the Pikin day foundation for make it go be a useful citizen in a country. Give them good health. And whether you the parents now want for care for their Pikin or not, the government they watch you. Because they make rules them for protect that Pikin and help for give that Pikin the education where he need. Like Naya, no Pikin not they pay school fee. You know they pay penny. Then go begin the first time, then we get a system before Margaret Thatcher come, then they can't left bottled milk, fresh milk for the Pikin. They can't left them. And you from know. Because the government know for say the human resources are the most important resource in the society. Build you people them for be self-sufficient, build them for be intelligent, build them for be productive, lucrative. So then go pay taxes, you know. But unfortunately, we get a society where we always grow up so now we parents them and we government not go come out to talk for say do anything for we. Because for me, my papa na pay school fee for me say I don't school. And my papa na him feed me say I waiting. Now Norway, now England, America, you not get work, government they provide welfare for you. For that you not struggle. For that you not get excuse, because they know for say if you not do well, you not burden at the society. And they want to reduce that burden they for make them inject resourcefulness in you. They make way go to America. The poorest person way go to Nepal, get American flag. America right now, if an American person go lost in Vietnam, then they go there, then they go look for her. Now, yeah, even the embassy, now they go visit Sierra Leone and where they arrest the police. They're not interested. They don't care about our welfare because it is not in the culture. It has never been introduced. While America, any Saudi in the world, England, any Saudi in the world, they hold them person. They want for no. They're interested. Even if they the body, if he died, then they take them body. But Africa, but from slavery, When they can't take a brother there, no African country not go look for them picking them with the teeth. Church day after 400 years. They don't care. They don't want to know. So it is part of we history and we anthropology. We'll not just care. We're not empathetic to one another. We go rather kill we own person than we kill a foreigner.
You see, why I be one stop you when you begin talk about government?
Yes.
I want to let you know, say government begins in the home.
Of course.
The home, now the smallest unit of a community. What is practiced in the home? What is believed in the home? If all the people in the community, they do the same thing, then the community, they work. In our system, let us stop talking about government. Let us start thinking how to create governments. We don't have governments in Sierra Leone.
No, we never did. Never done.
Okay. So for say, government be they do this, government be they do that. You cannot compare clan-based institutions to community-based institutions. In Sierra Leone, what we have are clans controlling the country. Because it's divided either on ethnic line or regional line. And when people and they think that way, na clan mentality. When you get several people living together under a geopolity, then instead of them think, say, we are members of this geopolity called Sierra Leone, everybody they think, me na Southeasterner, me na Northerner, me na Creole, na clan mentality. So whoever is in power has moral and ethical obligation to the clan, not to the nation. Sierra Leone does not exist as a nation.
That's the facts I know we don't establish now.
Therefore, they talk about government. We don't have government since.
Well, we are saying it.
We have never had government since independence.
The reasons why we they say now for let people they know for say we are lacking big time in that aspect, because to start with, it does not even exist. Because when you call government a role, it's clear. Now then society there.
Everybody,
it's clear.
a few people will associate with a political party or an ethnic group. And when you don't have a situation whereby the government is responsive and responsible for everybody. Now, joy and sorrow situation you they get. You know, they get a middle of the road situation for many people and sit down together and think. Tell me, from where you get independence, you don't see side and call national meeting, say, Lord can plan now for make this country.
No, but not, because they know they do service. They know they give us service to the country. Now the service and they know they give with service. Because if you they give service, the people and they use the service.
They give
so
service.
You go back for call them, for talk
they
to them.
Give service.
Service.
Point of correction, sir. They give service, but they only give service to their clan members.
Well, that is.
I make them get it saying, this is our turn to eat.
That is not corporate. It should be corporate.
Well, so we don't have government.
We don't.
We don't have government.
We never had.
Now we can face the realities of the situation and find solutions.
And you see, when they talk about the anthropology aspect, let me just throw this in for we listeners then. We don't distance ourselves from the internet. You define out for say even we cultural rulers them, then it's sheer power. Like you get paramount chief now, we area the Adikali system. That is the chieftaincy system where get Arabic scholarship mentality. You get the paramount chief. You get the Palamami. Who are the Palamami? Al-Mami mean Al-Imam. That's now either section chief or town chief.
Yeah.
Because the paramount chief cannot go everywhere. So it gets representatives.
There is decentralization.
Exactly. So you get Pakom Rabbi. Who is Pakom Rabbi? Pakom Rabbi is the coordinator. Now in the make sure say everybody know when there is a meeting, when they for meet, where they for meet, and on which capacity then they meet. Now go arrange the agenda and everything where they meet. Now in a pakom rabbi. They get a Pasantiki. Who is Pasantiki? Pasantiki is the prosecutor. Come Santi. When they bring case count to the chief, now they look if case day. Now they look if the case gets merit. Now they scatter the case. You open up. When you don't open up, then they part the Kali and they can inside.
As the judge.
It can begin to broken down. It broken down before the paramount chief cut the case. If paramount chief not the parliament cut the case. If parliament not the Yalamami cut the case. Because the Yalamami now the equivalent, but either married to parliament for be Yalamami or
And they deal with cases mostly were connected with women.
Yes. So you see, we have then things there here. Country where sober, on this part. Country where sober like Rwanda. What did they do? Then combine both. Then they use the traditional law. Very serious one. In fact, when they began the genocide case, now the traditional law then take for do the case in time. And then do them thoroughly and properly. Not always man do for them all. Now they use their own system where they don't develop. They develop their system, but we don't walk away. But today we lawyer them. They pass the treat and they call themselves lawyer. You then at the Western Hemisphere. You go school at the Western Hemisphere. From one day in England, and no one day read and call anybody lawyer Williams, lawyer Kamara, lawyer na a career, not a title. Surgeon specialist, they know they call him a doctor, then they call him Mr. Surgeon, not a doctor, now Mr. Dentist, now Mr. Salon, and they call them dentist Kamara, dentist this. Because we get this obsession, this caste system, one of the other dangerous thing where we take from religion and from their occupying forces that we come. Say, you were mixed with the white man, now you superior, they want the inferior.
You were mixed with the Arab man, now they near God.
Exactly. You know, so the point where they try for making here, I cannot understand. You see the Sierra Leone old man, lawyer Jallo, Esquire. When they edited the Squire, and I made an able work as a lawyer because they edited the London Squire. Because the people that want me know say that they call Squire, now they medieval business. That thing where even the Westman and not even civilized properly, and then they call themselves Esquire. That are the knights there.
You see,
can't come out now because you be lawyer, you not Esquire, and then therefore give you career as you title. Well, if that is the case, therefore begin to call any driver Kamara, Nos Kamara.
I mean, I call it teacher Jallo.
Kamara. Yeah, that is it. Now I even hear misguided fools and they call themselves engineer Siste, engineer Bangura. It is your career. It is your profession.
You see, the point is,
not your title.
We are doing all of these things because we don't lost touch with base. We don't lost touch with natural being. We don't know who we are anymore. So we have to take any identity. It's a way the human being can forget identity. It's natural with us, just like human rights. It's natural for make everybody get an identity. Because your identity is the spiritual manifest of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's why when they ask you, what is your name? What do you name? In any language, the question is, what in are you name? The answer they begin with, I am. My spirit is called. Then you show your own spirit in name. I am boy, that's the name of my own part of God. You are Imran, that's the name of your own part of God. Because everybody get a God cell in them, you get a God spirit in them.
Yeah, me brother.
We don't lost this identity. We go take what is not connected with we We lost with natural environment. We go adopt other man environment. So now we do things wrongly. Recently, they go open factory in Asungo for make nail and iron rods, not so?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it before be the most appropriate factory for making under. Mm-hmm. And it before be more sustainable and more economical. And it not before cost the state much. Because just down the road by the Rokel River, now they go pull the clay. Where they take go make them bricks. Nah, Kisi, clay factory. If they go open a clay brick manufacturing factory,
very close to the raw materials.
Number one, they demand much electricity because the client way they use, you can use wood or any biomass for run them. And that clay brick with them for begin make day, it be for build more sustainable and durable houses for Sierra Leone. Building and then England and America and Germany and Norway.
But England are brick they use in England.
We then build with clay, we don't last over 100 years. Not so?
Yep.
Show me the house Nasalo, the last person.
Most of them Georgian houses, then get weight so dear like crazy. Not clay. Then they take it.
You see, we don't disconnect ourselves from who we are. So we want to do things, but we do it wrongly.
Well, even the things that we want to do, we not even understand them. Me and my brother be the
because at the come, I want to let you wait.
Uh-huh.
At the come, I don't make the point step by step. We are doing this because we disconnect ourselves from the traditional root. That's why I say we need to go back. Let we talk to the traditional people, the chiefs, the cultural leaders. Let we find a way for give them a more non-political role in the system. Ghana has done that. We will take we chief them. We don't turn them to yes men to politicians.
Yeah, of course. They're inside the bag.
And they should be more respected than the politicians.
They are not politicians, they are traditional rulers. Yes. And then
the traditional
knowledge. Protect with tradition and we culture.
Tradition and knowledge. Now then get control over with resources, especially the land, the waterways. But are they in control? No.
And then the politician
and they say they sit down, they accept because they allow European mentality for overcome them.
Let me tell you something from your research. Salone are the only place where you go college, you go do law degree, where you come out, you're not a lawyer. Where you go do law degree, you come out, you are not a lawyer. You get to take series of professional exams for either be lawyer,
well, then after bar school,
or either be barrister or you be a solicitor. You get specialized courses that way you get for do. Then you get for do pupillage. Now then you practice. If you not do that practice hours, you not cover that practice hours. Like for instance, where late A.B. Kamara come out study in England, where he go to Sierra Leone, a qualified lawyer. He work under Batan Macaulay. For many years, now under Batan Macaulay, he do a pupillage. Now under him, he learn how to be a lawyer. Now then he learn practice. How to practice as a lawyer. For many years. Charles Magai. How himself come on England, where he come, he do a pupillage under A.B. Kamara for many years. But if you come out to university, you do your law degree, you're not a lawyer. We get them boku na, you get law degree, you work as admin, you work as a clerk. You're not a lawyer. You can only be a lawyer where you do practice, you do your pupillage, then you do your LPC, you do your professional examinations. If you don't do that, then you are not a lawyer. But Sierra Leone, all man they go college, when they come out, they call themselves lawyer, then they make the 8 square. But when I edit the all on to your box, no wonder when I know they think. No, these are the thing. The most useless lawyer they will get the one at Salon and Park. Look at the injustices that when they go on. They're not able to forgive anybody pro bono. Because when you're a lawyer, that should be a key factor where you go inside law for. Now for law, you fight fight against injustices. But they're very transactional. They are only there for the money. They are only there for the money. And the same thing for the doctor them. Even doctor, where you come out, do you medical degree, you get for be an houseman for many years. That's where you practice. If you not practice, you're not a doctor. If you not practice, you're not a doctor. You not get the skills. And these are things where we supposed to know. But all what you we concerned about, now forgive we have titles they will not deserve. Most of the lawyers that will get Nasalo, they not do PPLA, they not do the LPC, but who they fail Naya by the professional exams, Nasalo and they go, then they come back inside and say they don't do it. And that's the reality. Anything what we put we anpa, we get for Puella. 30 days, they still use dog collar. We're very colonial. You mean African lawyer then by now they not go down design something where African. I remember one document where you said
in Africa still they use that attire day.
One document where you sent to me where somebody where come out from Cape Verde can experience law society in Sierra Leone before the Whitman camp. We began with your lawyer them. When they train at the Poro Bush.
Yeah.
We began lawyer them and then they use mask.
Exactly.
I for look for that document, they will talk about this. These are all the things where people are not know about society. This na businessman can alone from Cape Verde. Now, he can get this impressive encounter. He go na court. He see the way how we native people them they perform issues, legal issues, the rule of law. Then they wear mask. That is the person where they represent the plaintiff. They come by face. These are all things we need for know. We get lawyers that will not even do that independent cause. All what in and think them feel say law now which man bring and come. Law on day before which man and come we country.
But that's a lot they talk say illiteracy now problem.
The Poro Bush now in with the university. That's where things were learned. Even when you go to the north, also you get the Poro Bush. Where the Poro Bush now in the nucleus of the chieftaincy. You got the Kopromusum. Who is Kopromusum? Now him, now the chief priest. Now in they do all the rituals there. You get the Koprosoya, now the defense minister. You get the Koprofenti, now the health minister. Now in they in charge of hygiene, cleanliness. Then you get the Gbogboro. Who is the Gbogboro? Now the tax collector. These were all defined roles. All defined roles. How many Sierra Leoneans they know them in there? How many Sierra Leoneans are interested for them
we are disconnected. We are disconnected and we have been brainwashed. The other day I tell you say what you now call education a brainwashing process. You want for take annoyance. Now you can't tell me the same thing will be the
after 1885, when they partition Africa, what the British man can, the very first thing what you do between 1886-87, then dilute we chieftaincy system, we kingdom them, we then turn them now to chiefdoms. Then take legal, the rule of law, away from with traditional ruler there. And Europeanizer. These are all things we need for knowing things and this one.
Allow them.
Then for the church that thing there, as was pan law, the church pan law now we
Imran. Yes, Imran. The colonizers will be go Salona, they almost.
They're not plenty.
If one man can mislead you now, they will say no.
We get for take responsibility.
I mean, they talked
to my brother yesterday.
Today, We sit down, they blame head of state. He's just one person in millions.
I be rant yesterday. They talked to me, brother. Another, Dr. Anaza. She say, now one of the doctor, we not they use the word doctor. You know they ever use them. What thing he said to me, he said, Imran, you rant, you the vex. He said, we'll not get educationists in Sierra Leone. He said, because if we do, by now, we don't get a curriculum, we're profitable to we. He said, because an educationist, he said, then go review the curriculum for make them able for review them in a way, for let them design them. So what we need? How we go get university?
Your brother was partly correct. Your brother was partly correct. And I'm telling you from an informed point of view. We created institutions for bully and control we and call them governments. The institutions, they are not they do anything for develop the country. How do they go sit down there for eat money? If your brother say we not change the curriculum, it's correct. But for say they not make effort, it is very wrong. As a professional in education, before independence, the British come with a research material where they do na Ghana, then do na Nigeria, then do na Sierra Leone. I want you listen to this carefully. They call them the Lugard Commission Report on Education. Okay? They approach the Sierra Leoneans for use that Lugard method there. It was rejected. They approached Ghana and Nigeria, they accepted it. That's why today, Ghana and Nigeria has more technical and vocationally trained people than Sierra Leone. The both school, I want to listen. The both school, they tell them go talk to this pa na Binti to establish the both school. The idea was for open a technical and vocational school and teach them philosophy, leadership, and everything, so that they will come for take over the country and build a productive society. That was rejected. They wanted to convert Frobe College into a polytechnic. It was rejected. Go and find out what they tell you.
I don't deny you. I don't deny you. I'm not going to deny you.
You hear me? From that time, any British and so I left them people how they want themselves. Ghana and Nigeria, they started technical and vocational education even before Independence Day. We now after independence, them open them trade centers they all been get. One being the Kisi, one the Kenema, where they don't make now into Kenema Polytechnic, one being the Maboka. You understand? There are times we get to find out before they make certain conclusions. We have rejected productive education in Sierra Leone for a very long time because we get mesmerized with these academics talking wear necktie, talking our nose.
Well, that's what
1973-74. The government of Sierra Leone through IDA support. They tell IDA come with the support for open IDA schools, them, where them they build schools, they them build Institute of Education at Tower Hill, near library. Then give the mandate to two people, Dr. Tommy Duba, who was then head of education at Jala University, and Professor Newman Smart, who was also head of the education department at Frobe College. Let them come out with recommendations on what to do about education. They wrote a document that is over 200 pages. Then title Education, All Our Future. That document is there in Sierra Leone. Let people look for them. That document, now I recommend 6334. It gives the cost of running 6334 and everything. Before Julius Maada Bio became president, I wrote a paper on education. I get all the costing. So for say they not do anything but education is not right. People don't listen to the right things in Sierra Leone because they are doing everything for political popularity.
Well, that's why we have redemption here, where they put everything in perspective.
Okay.
And that make people and therefore take redemption very seriously.
When I talk with evidence.
You see, what do you talk so? It is evident because look at Ghana. Then they produce the Nkenti to an industrial level. We will get Ronco, we get country close. 30 days. We know they produce productively, industrially, for that we able to forget make resources out of it. Where we go make profit.
Where you go Nigeria, you meet all kind of technical skills.
Side.
You know, you meet foreigner and Nigeria when a fitter or carpenter or then kind of thing. Where you go Ghana and the same thing they meet. Go to Sierra Leone, all the technicians are foreigners. If they are not Guineans, they are from some other country.
Well, we waiting damage we now them close local railway, you know, that's
not damage we. Our Lord left for the gay excuse. It's us, it's what we are. We don't have respect for anything that is not academic.
No, we get that. What you they talk about, what they talk now? The difference, because I'm talking about an era. We get local, Delco, them places and they teach people them serious skills.
They were doing it for a purpose. Delco, they opened a technical training school because they felt they were going to continue in Sierra Leone. As a matter of fact, now two things Delco do. This Bumbuna I go down there, but now Delco in idea, yeah?
Yep, of course.
And 1964.
Of course.
I didn't come up with that idea. Then they open a technical and vocational school in Alonsar for train the human resource with them for need if that project be materialized. And what was that project? The 12.8 billion metric tons of magnetite ore at Tonkolili that was given free to China by the last government. Delco, we know about that magnetite ore because the British did a geological survey in Sierra Leone in 1932. They come out with a comprehensive report of all the minerals then they.
We go give away resources just like that.
Okay? We don't hold anybody accountable or get the people for think correct that we can change the situation. God. It's a situation that can be changed. There is a convention on the permanency of sovereignty over natural resources that gives us the right to tell the Chinese, we revisit the contract, you give us this much or go away.
Go away.
So Awale puts down the emotions and listen. I'm telling you now it should be done. But we cannot do it if we have idiots leading the nation. The idiots who are dance for. Not
no mixed video because no get that. I'm not interested in them. I've never been interested in them. I am just here for try to get to people and for make them hear open. Because we get for make people and turn to mountain fat food. They get for begin the series in. Because waiting will they do so? How will they do them? It's not sustainable. We can't keep going on this way blindly. We just they do, you know, and pay as you go, pay as you go, pay as you go. We it's not sustainable. We can't keep going on like that.
We don't even have any big business to be going to beg for assistance.
And go after when they lock that in there, all the people that will be getting knowledge and they all don't die out. All die out, a whole generation.
Because in that kind of education, we no value them. Imran, don't face the reality. We not value technical and vocational education.
We know that whenever we tell them the area that will don't go wrong and how we for correct, that's what we do.
When I came to Norway, after I get all my voting state arranged, I had the free hand to go to the University of Bergen, enter the Faculty of Public Administration, and get a doctorate degree. I sent an application, they accepted me. On second thought, I asked myself, my friend, you're going to be 50. Do you need a doctorate? If you have it, are you going to be in the classroom for the rest of your life? Or do you want to do something else? Then on second thought, I said, I go do information technology.
Yes.
Okay? You see, what you make they bring this example, not to myself, I want to talk about. I want to tell you, say, what we don't value, we don't become.
No.
The Sierra Leonean of themselves not ready for change than condition. I always say this, but people think they talk out, not of vexation. You cannot be what you are not ready to be.
We got to be willing. You got to be willing.
You
got
can
to
take
the right attitude,
but you cannot drink.
You got to be willing. And this is the question. This is the $6 million.
We not value. Say no man the table Lego me na you na ordinary driver.
No.
Lego me you
If you come on you can't for cancan land knowledge, you don't come for cancan work for get that money, for go act like for say you know the next colonial. Person we don't go for go abuse them small titi them. But that man go England, take turn back, you know count snatching.
What
you're interested in the knowledge where you get from your head, always in concern about now the money where you can go for go seduce the young picking. That's what they're interested in. That's what they care about.
And how do you get this money when you don't work for it?
And the man we can subject himself to the process for metamorphosize himself, for be somebody productive and lucrative. If they go back with tools, they go back with cash. That man in just come, if they work 24 hours a day. For that get money, they go holiday, put towel in their neck, all to take water. For that it be the show boy.
Do I need to go to Sierra Leone with cash when I can go there and make billions?
Exactly. You know, so me people learn.
And do I have to steal public money to make billions?
People they don't knock 11 o'clock, and we get some people where I want for tell Tenki, DJ, Emerson, brother, Kushe, Kabo, plenty Tenki for you commitment, and you roll where you play, you talk things them way really matter, and I things them with Sierra Leone and them we all get for pay attention. And the same thing what we talk now, you talk. And then I can talk say some people within the same textbook. Some people then get a different book when they read from what you would read. And we all get for come converge under one roof and read from the same textbook. Like you say, if you and somebody they read from the same hymn sheet, that one are in the same church. But when I read from a different hymn sheet, that one are two different church. So we get for kind of one church, now we all begin read from the same waiting, and that's what they do, we tell you thank you. And Fambulem, I encourage you to follow and continue for subscribe. Subscribe. When you subscribe, anytime when they come up, you get a reminder. It is very important when they subscribe. So when I go know when we come on, so when I go able to join we and when I say go participate. This whole thing what we talk about, where we are being ignored. Now we anthropology and we history and we social makeup and psychological damages and what we don't get along the way. Because for let you participate, you got to be willing, you got to be interested. Because participation, you can't be forced. People can get for put something, you got to show interest. But one way you go show interest now for let you subscribe. When you subscribe, anytime we will come, you go know. Anytime when you subscribe, anytime we get a topic, you go know about the topic, and probably you say go prepare and go do research. Because while everybody they do research, now can contribute. Sierra Leone, a very diverse society. Very diverse. Very, very diverse society. With diversity, we're supposed to be with strength. With the ignorant, we're not the user. Rather, we're busy, they try for incorporate things and we will not even understand. Everybody wants to be American. And no matter how you try, you're not going to be American than the American himself. Unless we be real. Unless we get this awareness of self. Unless we be oriented with self with being Sierra Leonean. That is one of the ways then where we were able for facilitate the change what we need. So Fambulem, na me on this for today. I pass you to Pajalo. Pajalo.
You see, all what you they say a border on one thing. Whatever we believe in, they'll change them.
Yeah.
If you don't change it, then don't expect change. Okay? You cannot have democracy where people think as autocrats.
Mm.
Sierra Leoneans want democracy, but they are all autocrats.
Mm.
What in they want for impose 9 for B.
Mm-hmm.
And democracy not the work so.
Mm-hmm.
Democracy is not a one-sided tool.
Mm-hmm.
Democracy, now God create them. And give it free will. Free will is democracy. But we were colonized to believe that democracy is about choice by the people, of the people, and for the people. That's a wrong definition of democracy.
It's deeper than that.
And why they talk so? I know they just talk. I did a course in that. Democratization and electioneering. Democracy, it gets 3 words: tolerance, temperance. Tolerance, temperance, and give me the third word.
But listen.
Give me the third word. Now the Allah for democracy. Give me the third word.
Papa, they listen, pa. Nina container.
Tolerance, temperance, and fair play.
Justice.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play. Fair play. If you get the attitude of fair play, anytime something happen between you and person, you ask yourself the first question: how did I go wrong? You know, they blame the person. Anybody who they blame an autocrat, because you know they take responsibility is always right.
I like when you talk this one. A reflective account, we call them panasi.
Okay?
Yeah.
Tolerance, we cannot be the same people. We are different. So what the other person is, accommodate them. But when I forget a common line where they allow now say this not the overstep, then they not the overstep.
We all get different threshold.
Yes. No. When they create a common threshold.
Yeah.
If we have different thresholds, that's we are still autocrats.
Yeah.
There should be a common threshold.
Mm-hmm.
And that common threshold is what you people call rule of law. Allow the law for determine the threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Temperance, what do you mean? You may know this is not right that the other man is doing. But rather than use vexation and bullying, calm down, tell and say, buddy, this is not right. Una sit down, una discuss them.
Temperament.
That's democracy. If it doesn't have these three, then it's autocracy. And that's what we have in Sierra Leone. There is no politician in Sierra Leone that is democratic.
No, we system leaders them. Even teacher, where is he be teacher and for beat? You know, they ask question.
Because we not get democracy in we as a people.
And then you are correct. Anybody within a position of power, then they so totalitarian, they're so despotic.
You know why Sierra Leoneans do not want to listen to what me and you say? Because they are intolerant to anything that is not what they believe in.
If Karamoko catch you, if he beat you.
I will repeat this. I will let you get unclear. Sierra Leoneans may not listen to what me and you say on this platform. You know why? They are intolerant. What they don't believe in should not be said. Go where they believe in cursing and fighting, giving blames. As Temrich, you don't get 2,000 viewers.
That's tabloid in leg.
Well, that's we're intolerant. We're intolerant. What do you not believe in?
The neglect for Gogo Yeri, who said they tear down another.
Yes.
So then go feel superior and important.
Then they get gratification
from that.
That's the autocratic mentality. It's the autocrat mentality.
Awesome.
And even this now we say, we go make clear that I say no, we get another. We are telling you about that permanency of sovereignty, not so?
Yeah.
We have to calm down. The pen is always mightier than the sword, Mr. Toure. But Sierra Leoneans don't know how to use the pen because the pen is not katenke way they write to it. It's your mind, your mentality. Mentality, naina the pen. Knowledge, naina the pen. The pen is just a symbolic word for knowledge. Okay? It's always mightier. But Sierra Leoneans don't go in search of knowledge.
Papa, awareness, enlightenment, all the under the pen. All the under the pen.
All the time. One blame down there. I do so low bitter. Oh, now old chief man for beat and kill.
Oh, I don't beat and what you want to achieve? When I come back to the same place, I be.
I don't know.
You know,
when beat man take killer, what you achieve?
You come back to the same place.
You just get a conscience for keep you going till you die.
Well, we
but
always
the fact is, let we tell we people them. We want to build a democratic society. We are going to exercise that patience, that tolerance, that temperance. Gradually, you are going to understand where we're coming from and where we want all of us to go to. Gradually. We not expect to appreciate everything overnight. The only thing they ask Una, Uda no ever subscribe to the channel, let's subscribe. Una, they can't listen what you would say. Sense or nonsense, one day Una go realize say there was more sense than nonsense. At the time when Jesus Christ was preaching, he was saying nonsense, not so? True or false?
And that's what I feel.
Well, at the time when Prophet Muhammad started preaching Islam, he was saying nonsense, not so?
Then one for go kill him. Now hide go hide in the valley.
So it's like that. It's human nature.
Jesus in and kill him. Now after when they don't kill him, they know he value.
I told them tell we. Other one they say the man not die, they say go India.
Well, they say and they go they say, well.
Now all that confusion they make some of we they revisit some of them here. Because I don't read, there is a name for Jesus in the Hindu religion. They get a name for Jesus. Who side then go pull that name? So let us begin to ask. You understand? But by and large, Sierra Leoneans have to move away from the present state where they get. And how they go do that? Change what you believe in. Change your perception. Not a person they force you for do them. Try to understand better, say, that next man like me, we all get the same right. That next man like me, we all get the same responsibilities. That next man like me, we all get the same duties to each other. Let we try for do them things here without we not overstep
the boundaries.
Because we get for respect the humanity in each other. Then we go get a society where they function. Then we go begin see the value in each of us and use that value for we common benefit. So, family them, thank you for listening to we. And I believe say today is the 12th, the 4th, it's now the 14th. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 shows next week. Then we close until the new year.
Yeah.
But for now, thank you. And DJ Emerson, do ya send me your telephone number on that email address, because they say they get problem for call me. I don't know why people then they get problem for call me. But I think saying on my phone setting, I've been set them for only answer to certain calls.
Give me number as well.
On the favorite list. When you send the email, I go give you number.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Send me your number, let we talk. We have something to discuss. There is a lot to discuss.
Okay.
Okay, say you don't send them already. I'll look me email.
Okay.
Okay, family, I thank you for listening to me. We go meet again on Monday, which will be our last show, or maybe second to last show before Christmas. Now, thank you, and a good night.
Family, like that.
We pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. This thing I don't come up and dry. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We there, we just a try. This thing I don't come up and dry. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall.
For the wreck the country, it's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, Naman Keraka, Naman Koneka, Naman Keraka, Chamucham, Naman Monica, Kaipom, Naman Koneka, for the wreck the country, for the wreck the country, it's a witch. For the wreck the country, for the wreck the country, and they go and they beg. Shep. The people that they gen. Nagawa shem. They make the good chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future forgive them best scripture. They make the good chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And we hope to forgive them best scripture.
plenty love and loyalty. So we country salute. My how we day, my how we born. We sweet salute. We love for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We love for make them fall. We let we salute.
We let we salute. As in a place like home, I like it to come to